I'm Steve. I'm 22 from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but you might know me better as the world's biggest Harry Potter fan, or Harry Potter himself. My grandma gave me the books when I was 11 years old, and I fell in love instantly, started reading them and collecting almost at the exact same time. And it's gotten kind of big, and some of you had some questions, but Merlin knows what Muggle technology is around these parts. I had to take the questions by Al, so the first one should be arriving momentarily, like now. Alright. First question is from Sylvanus Kettleburn, and he writes, "Did you start collecting right from the beginning, and where do you get your items from and how often?" Well, I started collecting almost exactly when I started reading the books. I liked it enough that my parents started buying me items from that were out at the time, and I get my items mostly from the Noble collection. A lot of my family and friends get them for me. Got a lot of stuff at Hot Topic because I worked there for a time. And how often? Basically at Christmas. So, next owl should be here soon. There he is. Alright, this one is from Wizard Barufio, and he asks, "How large is my collection, and how much is it worth?" Well, my collection spans 3 rooms of my house, this one and 2 others, and it is worth about $13,400 and some odd dollars. I haven't done a new inventory in a while, so I'm not sure on a more exact note for that one. Alright, next question comes from Herbert Beery, and he asks, "How much time do you spend researching, tending to your collection, and do I attend any conventions?" Well, I research basically since the day I started collecting, and before I just started liking Harry Potter stuff. Basically anything I could get my hands on is the requirements for the collection. I tend to it. It needs dusted right now, but it's normally about once every 3 months I'll go through and clean everything up really nice and make it look better. And I don't attend any conventions. I go to a lot of fan things like book releases, and I went to the theme park opening and movies, but never been to an actual convention. I hope to go in the future, though. This next question comes from Harry McBoone. He asks, "How has this collection added to or hindered the quality of your relationship, your life, and the relationships in it? Has collecting cost you anything other than money?" Very Oprah question, Harry. It's not hindered, it's improved my quality of life. My friends all support it, my family supports it. I don't think it's really ever hindered me in any way. I mean, financially is basically the only thing that it's ever hit. I've never taken any kind of... All of my relationships either support me and support this crazy thing that I love, or you're not my friend. So... Alright, the next question comes from Madam Z. Nettles of Brighton Heights. Okay, do you plan on continuing your collection, and what is my goal? At some point down the road, I would love to have a room of my home, and I mean my home that I permanently settle into, that has nice cases and frames and everything like that for all of my collectibles. My goal is just to keep going and get as much as I can while I can. This next question is from Donegan Tremlett. He writes, "Finish this sentence. With the money I've spent on my collection, I could have..." The money I've spent on my collection, I could have probably bought a car by now. But other than that, it's really come from family and friends, and a lot of people have helped me with it, so the money that I could have saved, maybe really nice couch. This next question comes from Flavius Belby. He asks, what message would you like to send to collectors all over the world? Well, collectors all over the world, don't ever care what people think of your collection, ever, or you for it. But to the Harry Potter collectors, does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Later.